The month is May, hooray, hooray, hooray. So go outside and play today because the month is May, yay! In the month of May, I go outside with my family in the sunshine and play.
Good morning, Super Sparkly Sapphires. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020, the 151st day of school. Let's see how many days are left. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 more days of school.
Find a mindful position in 5, 4, 3, 2, wonderful. It's time for your daily pop quiz. Maps.
Is California on the East Coast or the West Coast?
Calendars.
Which day comes before Monday?
Shapes.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
Numbers.
What number is 10 more than 58?
Reading.
Which two letters make this sound? Er.
Spelling.
How do you spell is?
United States history.
On which coast did the Pilgrims land? The East Coast or the West Coast?
Money.
If I have 20 pennies, how much money do I have?
Writing.
What type of punctuation is in the date when it's written out the long way? Like April 24th, 2020. What type of punctuation should be part of that date?
Stuart Little.
What does Stuart use for a bed?
Get ready to check your answers. Number 1 is the West Coast. Number 2 is Sunday. Number 3 is 6 sides. Number 4 is 68. Number 5 is ERIR or you are. Number 6 is I-S. Number 7 is the East Coast. Number 8 is 20 cents. Number 9 is a comma. Looks like this. Number 10 is a cigarette box. Yak! Nice job on your quiz. Now it's time for a story.
Alfred's Alphabet Walk by Victoria Chess. On Saturday morning, Alfred's mother told him to stay in the front yard and learn all the letters from A to Z. But Alfred hid the alphabet book in a tree trunk and ran right out of the yard. Uh-oh. Now here you can see each page has the letters written in bold and in a different color, so you can see this is called alliteration, when all the words in the sentence start with the same letter. So we're going to start with A. I wonder if we'll get to Z. Alfred tiptoed by 2 ancient alligators so as not to disturb them. He came to a tree full of brown bats hanging bottoms up and heads below. What do you think is going to come next? A, B, C. On the riverbank sat some curious cats catching crabs. They called hello to him. Down the road was a dreadful dog. He did not call hello. He growled instead. Alfred stopped to watch 8 egret eggs as they were about to hatch. And 5 flying fish flew right over his head. He walked on and soon came to a group of gray gorillas. They were grinning. A herd of hungry hogs were hurrying home. Trying to hold the pictures closer so you can see. An iguana sat in some ivy eating an ice. That's like an icy or a slushy. He invited Alfred to have one too. Alfred said goodbye to the iguana and soon came to a juggling jaguar under a juniper tree. He helped a kangaroo named Kate to fly a kite, a lazy lion lapping water near a lily patch. Alfred crept past him. He rested a moment and asked directions of a mole who lived in a mound of earth, but the mole mumbled so much Alfred could not understand him. A nightingale nibbling nasturtiums did not notice Alfred. There's the nightingale. There's the nasturtium in her mouth, an edible flower. But some odd old owls on an oak branch ogled him. A paunchy porcupine picnicking alone invited Alfred to join him. "Thank you," said Alfred, "but I'm not hungry." Alfred walked on and came to a grove of quince trees. A quarrelsome queen bee came buzzing by, so he did not pick any quinces. Some rabbits were playing Ring Around the Rosie, and he played too for a while. I can't believe the word rainbow is not in this sentence since it starts with R as well. What a pretty rainbow. A silly sloth snoozing in the shade of a sumac tree didn't even wake up. A tortoise and a toad were trying to toss tiddlywinks into a top hat. Alfred stopped to say hello to his cousin Umberto, who was sitting under an umbrella, and then chatted a while with his friend the venomous viper, who offered him some violets.
Alfred met a wolf and a wolverine going for a walk. He went part of the way with them. It was getting dark and Alfred tripped over a no exit sign in the yard where the yak lived. He was frightened by a zebra and a zorrel who chased him zealously, and he decided it was time to go home. When he got to his house, his mother asked him where he had been all day. Alfred smiled and said, "Out for a walk," and he recited all the letters from A to Z. His mother was so pleased, she hugged him. Well, he ended up learning the alphabet anyway. It's time for 30 Thursday. Today for 30 Thursday, you are going to need a muffin pan or a cupcake pan. You could also use an egg carton. I'm hoping that you'll have something with 12 holes or sections. If not, you can just pile your things into 12 different piles. That's fine too. You will also need some small items like pasta or cereal to count. Start by placing one item in each section of your muffin tray or your egg carton. Do you know how many holes there are in a cupcake pan? It's the number that means 1 dozen. Hopefully you said 12. Or if you didn't know, maybe you counted when I was putting in the pasta. So we are going to do some fancy math called multiplication. So we have 12 holes in our muffin tin. So we're going to write a 12 times 1 piece of pasta in each hole equals how many in all? 12. That's right. 12 times 1 equals 12. Now I'm going to put another piece of pasta in each hole. So I will have 2 pieces of pasta in each of the 12 holes. How many are there now? Let's count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 in all. So 12 holes times 2 pieces of pasta in each hole equals how many in all? Do you remember? 24. 12 times 2 is 24. Now I'm putting 3 pieces in each hole. What will 12 times 3 be? Let's find out. Counting by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. If that was tricky, you could count by ones instead. 34, 35, 36. Again, we had our 12 holes. Do you remember how many pieces we put in this time? Times 3 equals 36. 12 times 3 is 36. I wonder how high you can go. Today, you are going to get a little sneak peek of next week's character trait. I'm going to have you do something right now for 30 Thursday that I'm going to ask the whole school to do next week, so you'll have a little head start. For the next 10 minutes, I want you to build your own creation with Lego or with some other type of building toy or building blocks, which hopefully you have. So I want you to spend 10 minutes making your own creation that you're not using instructions for. So it's totally your own original idea. For the last round, I want you to make another original creation. But this time I want you to go outside and use items from nature like rocks and sticks and leaves and flowers to make a design. So an art type of design, some sort of art piece, but instead of paint and pencils and chalk, you are using natural things that you found outside. Send me a picture of your Lego creation and your nature creation when you're done.